Chosen ones, your very existence is a revolution. You have not just followed a path, you have dug it, reshaped it, made your own rules. People are not only watching you, they are trying to understand you. But there is one thing they forget. You are not someone who fits into their calculations. You came here by stepping out of the roles that were assigned to you, by burning the pre-written scripts. The crown is heavy, but it fits you perfectly because it was created for your head. People try to attribute your ascension to luck, to coincidence, but you know, it is a work of quiet rebellion and strategic intelligence. They lose sleep because you change the course of events so easily. Why? Because those who think they are the most powerful person in the room are really just the loudest. Real power is unpretentious, just like you. Before I go any further, I have a question for you. If this message resonated with you and you think it's for you, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. Those around you are triggered because many of them find it hard to accept that it is you, not them, who has the power they secretly admire. But this is not your problem. You have not just sat on your throne, you have conquered it. So how do you deal with this chaotic power dynamic? The answer is simple. Never stoop to their level. Let them watch, let them talk. Just take a sip from your cup and stay on top while they make plans. Because real power lies in knowing how to stay on top. And you are. You are already there. Hold on tight because we are about to reveal the psychology, the power, and yes, the drama of being the chosen one when everyone else is under pressure. First of all, your atmosphere exudes authority. Before you speak, your presence communicates loud and clear. It is your energy that matters, not how much you show off or how loud you are. People automatically change their focus when you enter the room, even if they pretend not to be aware of it. You don't say anything about it, but it's hard to ignore. That's what makes you unique. Authority surrounds you like an unnoticeable shield. You don't need to ask for it. People are not agitated just because you have what they want. Your presence exposes their shortcomings, and that makes them angry. People despise you because you have perfected an aura that makes them doubt themselves. It is a reflection they cannot avoid. It is not personal. You are already the center of attention without saying a word, whereas they are clamoring for attention or approval. What really bothers them is that you don't overdo it. You don't over-explain or overshare. You don't feel the need to defend anything, so they cannot understand you. If you feel inspired, consider making a large gratitude donation of $20 or $50 to this channel. Your donations enable us to continue sharing these divine teachings with the whole world and bring blessings, love, and hope to those who need it most. Your confidence is so unshakable that it is scary because you know who you are. This is certainty, which is much more powerful than arrogance. This kind of aura is created, not given. It is the result of all the experiences you have had, all the lessons you have learned, and all the times you have overcome doubts from others. People are triggered not only by what you have, but by what you have gone through to create who you are. If you want to express your faith in Jesus, press 11, because His presence brings a calmness to your soul.
The great thing is that your authority is unquestionable, but you don't raise your voice or get flustered. You don't have to convince anyone. You have authority whether they like it or not. The second is that respect is not demanded but accepted. Respect is something given without reservation. It is not something demanded. People can sense it in the way you speak, in your behavior, and even in your silence. It is calm confidence, not arrogance, that attracts people's attention. You are your own proof. You don't need to boast about your worth or compete for attention. Therefore, you automatically attract respect. Experience what it is really like to be chosen. You are not traveling alone on this journey. If you secretly believe that you are chosen, you are in the right place. By choosing to join, you can further your relationship with us, access exclusive information, and get the help you need on your spiritual journey. It's not just about joining a group, it's about gaining access to special insights that can change your life and help you get closer to your divine purpose. Make your decision now and join us on this journey. Claim your right to be one of the chosen ones. Sign up today. Being unquestionable is more important than being liked. People may not always agree with you when you get into a situation, but they cannot ignore you. People find you annoying because you are someone who takes up space without apologizing, not because you are trying to outshine others, but because you are aware of your value. They are used to people begging for attention, but you have already decided that you are enough, and that gives you power in its own right. You have left behind the need for consent or approval, so it is not about getting others to see you as you are. Respect flows to you because you demand it with your presence and not with violence. Through your actions, words, and choices, you are making a powerful statement. You are confident in your identity and don't need the approval of others. This kind of power provokes people because it makes them face their own fears. They feel uneasy because they cannot control you or put you in a box. They cannot understand how a person can be so confident without seeking approval from others. The truth is that respect is not about convincing others, but about behaving in a way that makes it difficult to turn them down. And this is why people respond to you rather than notice you. Third, you are the standard, not the competition. You don't compete because it is unnecessary. They are most agitated by you because you are the yardstick by which they judge themselves. While everyone else is busy trying to outshine each other, you have already changed the subject. They realize that you are not on their level. The moment you created your own lane, you completely broke out of the comparison game. They cannot cope with this level of power. When you are the standard, people become obsessed with what you do instead of just observing. They look for fundamental weaknesses, scrutinizing your every move, analyzing your choices, and evaluating your every victory. The problem is that you designed your throne to last, not just to show off. While they are busy trying to keep up with you or competing with each other, you are already planning your next move. Being indisputable is more important here than being flashy or loud. What makes you unique is your concentration. Instead of wasting energy worrying about who is in front of you or behind you, you focus on forging your own path. This is your intimidating quality. The fact that you have made it clear that you are not subject to their games, rules, or hierarchies is a hard pill for them to swallow. To own this message and the benefits it brings, type 22 and consider writing a kind comment to brighten someone else's day, spreading kindness and happiness in your community. What really bothers them is that you make it look so easy. They cannot understand how you set the tone and are always one step ahead. But the truth is very clear. You have worked hard and developed an invincible attitude. You are the finish line, not the race. Moreover, despite all their efforts, they cannot exceed the plan. The game ends when you are the plan. Fourth, words cannot express the depth of quiet confidence. A unique and dangerous quality that you wear like armor is trust that communicates without words. You don't argue to make a point or shout to be heard. People are more uncomfortable with your quiet confidence than with loud expressions of your worth. What you don't feel the need to say is just as important as what you do say. You keep your cool while others try to justify, explain, or dazzle you. The pressure doesn't spook you, and you don't take the bait. Is this serenity? What hurts the most is that it is like a mirror reflecting their own turmoil and uncertainty back at them. It is not what you say, but your unwillingness to play their game. When one is confident, people expect noise. They expect explosive words and a desire to stand out. But the power of your silence is different. It makes people fill in the blanks, guess your thoughts, and wonder why you don't respond the way they want you to. This silent control frightens and frustrates them because they cannot anticipate or manage. Your silence is a tactic, not a sign of disinterest. This kind of reassurance comes from the realization that you do not owe anyone an explanation. You let your actions do the talking, and when you do, your words have an unquestionable impact because they are infrequent and purposeful. This is what makes you unique. What scares them is not only that you don't need their approval, but that you don't even need their appreciation. Because they know deep down inside that the moment you decide not to participate, you have already won. Silent assurance is the essence of domination. It is more than simple power. Fifth, their fears are reflected in your victories. Some people feel that their successes shine too brightly on things they want to keep hidden. Every victory you accumulate becomes a silent reminder of their unrealized goals, deferred desires, and missed opportunities. You are just doing what you have to do.
It is not intentional on your part, but it seems personal to them. The truth is that confident individuals are not bothered by the successes of others, but those who quietly struggle with their own failures cannot help but see your success as a mirror of their own failures. Every time you rise, they are forced to confront the difference between where they are and where they want to be. But it is not your fault. Their reaction is not to your greatness itself, but to their inability to equal your greatness. Your victories don't shake them, they expose them. When they see your desire, determination, and fortitude, they are reminded of all that they have missed in themselves. They cannot join you in celebrating because it is easier to be angry with you than to face their own stagnation. But the problem is that you will not compromise yourself to please them. You will not downplay your achievements to make them feel better. I'm going to give you a way to help us spread God's grace all over the planet. You can show your support for this channel by choosing the Super Thank option next to the YouTube subscribe button. A gift of $100 or more will be a powerful expression of sharing, gratitude, and faith. You have earned everything you have, so if your success makes people uneasy, it is a sign of their own fear, not a reason to stop. They don't like what they see, and it is not your fault. Your brilliance is a mirror. You are not here to be stupid. Even the shadows will not be able to ignore you because of how bright you are here. That is their problem, not yours, so keep winning. Sixth, they cannot stop observing you. They pretend they can't tolerate you even when they despise you, but their behavior betrays their true feelings. They observe to criticize, but at the same time they admire. What could be better? You are not entertaining them. You are not trying to provoke or influence them. They cannot go back without apologizing just for living your life. What they focus on is what you stand for, a standard they have not yet reached, not you. They will follow your every step, no matter how much they despise you. They cannot ignore you, as their commitment to observing you shows. Let them obsess. You can continue to succeed without their support or approval. The irony? The more you win and the more they watch, the more it hurts. Seventh, they fear your progress. While they stay in their comfort zone and hold on to a version of themselves because it seems safe, they fear your capacity to constantly change, not just your success. You are always evolving, pushing boundaries and changing. You are rewriting the rules, not just staying current in the game. While they believe they have you figured out, you are always miles ahead, learning something new or reaching a new level of success. It's about more than just winning. It's about how easily you adapt and evolve to circumstances that would alarm others. The ultimate power move is your capacity to change course, to perceive possibilities where others see obstacles and continue to evolve. Their stagnation is revealed by your progress, which is a terrible thing for them. They get stuck in their old habits and play it safe, while you are out there taking risks and enjoying the results. They may try to imitate you, but by the time they understand your previous move, you have already moved on to the next one. They are always frustrated because they cannot keep up with that kind of speed. Your development is intentional, not haphazard. You always aim higher, learn new things, and improve your skills. You don't change just to change. They fear you because they know they cannot control the conversations around you or predict your next move. You are dangerous because you are a moving target rather than a static object. No matter how hard they try to stay afloat, they will always be left behind because evolution is your strength. Keep expanding because the best indicator that you are doing it well is that they are afraid. Eighth, what you do is a direct reflection of reality. Your behavior is unadulterated, unrefined, and unrepentant. You don't spend time downplaying your goal or touting your success to appease others. You have earned everything you have, and have no intention of presenting it in a way that makes it easy for others to understand. People are really shocked by this kind of honesty that you demonstrate through your actions rather than your words. You just refuse to compromise. It's not that you are trying to humiliate people. The reasons people give themselves for not being where they want to be are exposed by your bold and outspoken behavior. While others are sitting around discussing the possibilities, you are out there taking action, showing that you can achieve anything you set your mind to. And many people find this fact painful. Your success reminds them of everything they don't want to face, including the risks they are afraid to take. the sacrifices they haven't made, and the comfort zones they haven't abandoned. When you win, they are forced to face their own complacency. The problem is their lack of ambition, not yours. People love illusions. They cling to the idea that desire must be tempered with humility to be accepted, or that success is purely a matter of luck. However, such stories are not possible because of your candor. You don't say that you are sorry that you wanted more, or that you risked everything to get it. You don't pretend that you need permission to win or that perfection comes easily. Their motives are reflected back to them by your actions, which act as a mirror. Others may feel restless, triggered by a truth they can no longer deny, while others may feel motivated. The only thing preventing them from succeeding is their own inaction. Number 9. You attack with precision and rule quietly. You don't need to publicly announce your plan to establish your dominance. It's your calm execution that makes your game so brilliant. While you stay under the radar, acting with a measured precision that surprises everyone, others make big announcements and lay out their intentions for the world to see. By the time they realize what you've done, it's too late. Not only have you made your move, but you have done it so well that they are caught off guard and have to run to catch up. The most risky aspect of your strategy is its lack of visibility. Your power is unquestionable because you don't let go of your hand. They can hypothesize all they want, but once they believe they have you figured out, they can't believe they missed your next move because you did it so well. You are smart enough without praise or recognition. You let the results do the talking. Your quiet strength makes you impenetrable. You know the value of being patient and letting things unfold at your own pace. While others strive to create noise, you are always one step ahead, acting with purpose. Those who question, criticize, or even conspire against you cannot influence you, as they are too busy trying to predict your next move. Meanwhile, you are quietly preparing your next move and are already 10 steps ahead. When you can dominate without laying your cards on the table, the game changes. You don't need to make noise to be heard. You speak for yourself with your accuracy. While others are rushing to figure out what to do next, you are already fearlessly and unstoppably influencing the future. The 10th is that they are provoked because they realize that you cannot be controlled. They cannot control you, which is the real reason why they are triggered by you, not just because of your success. You don't fit into the molds they try to impose on you or stick to the same stale scenarios they live by. Your unpredictability disrupts their whole sense of security. They want an orderly, well-organized, and predictable environment, but you have completely subverted it. They cannot cope with the fact that you do not follow their rules. They use the same old power tactics of controlling others, keeping things stagnant and manipulating people. But you come and destroy all that. They are used to people following the status quo, doing what they are told and falling in line. And what about you? You deny everything. You are a constant source of pain because you do what you want, choose your own path, and follow your own beliefs and instincts rather than theirs. In fact, they are afraid of your unpredictable behavior because it exposes their vulnerability. They hate not knowing what you are going to do next. They are always on edge because they cannot predict your next move, and they rush to adapt to every new obstacle you throw their way. They lose their sense of power and discover that they don't have the power they believed they had when you refused to be dominated. Their old strategies and methods don't work when they are confronted with someone who cannot be controlled or subdued, which makes them more uncomfortable than if you had your way. What about this pain? It reminds you that you are operating at a level that others cannot reach. Your greatest strength is your unpredictable nature, which makes it difficult for others to keep up with you. The 11th point is proof that intelligence and hard work are not the same thing. They may be working more hours than you, but they are not as productive as you. They are busy running themselves into the ground while you have already discovered the smarter path to success. You don't want to exhaust yourself to do more. Now you know how to work sensitively and strategically while allocating your energy to the actions that really matter. The golden rule is often thought to be hard work, but you've figured it out. Working hard doesn't always mean working smart. People tend to believe that working long hours is the key to success, but you have learned the value of using your time and energy consciously. You don't have to risk your emotional health or work your butt off to get results. You are making strategic decisions and coordinating your efforts to maximize returns, and they are working their tails off. Just because they are working without a defined strategy doesn't mean they are not working hard. They are trying, but they are stuck in a never-ending game of catch-up. At the same time, you have already charted the course and are working diligently to make every move count. You know how to make the best use of your time, talents, and resources to stay ahead of the game without exhausting yourself. That's the real distinction. They may work long hours, but they lack the strategic thinking that makes it easy to get on the board. You have discovered the secret. The key to success is to work smarter, not harder. And that's what gives you the edge over them when they are chasing you. Number 12. Your independence makes you untouchable. The best defense is your freedom. You are untouchable because you have developed yourself from scratch and you are confident. No one owes you your success, your confidence, or your peace of mind. Your own choices, efforts, and perspective are directly responsible for everything you have achieved and become. You don't rely on favors, shortcuts, or approval, and this kind of independence makes it impossible for anyone to undermine your foundation. They cannot put anything in front of you to influence you, so they cannot control you. You didn't need anyone's favor to get here, so they cannot jeopardize your success. Whether it's your resources, your capacity to take risks, or your mental toughness, everything is shaped by your circumstances. You are an unstoppable force because you have built a life where you don't have to answer to anyone. Reminding people that you are self-made is something they hate. Their own fears are constantly reflected in it. While many people depend on others for comfort, acceptance, or support, you are on your own, and this independence makes others uneasy. They fear your ability to survive without them, not because they don't like your success. Because your foundation is not built on the approval or help of others, they cannot change it. It is so solid that no one can shake it. What really scares them is the fact that you don't need them. You don't need their help, approval, or permission. They are helpless because you have already shown yourself that you can stand on your own. They cannot comprehend the power of your independence, which makes you not only strong, but also untouchable. 13th, instead of surviving in the midst of chaos, you thrive. They throw chaos at you, thinking it will bring you down, but they don't realize that you don't just survive, you thrive in chaos. You only become stronger when others falter under stress and rush to regain control. Adversity makes you sharper, not weaker. When you take the storms they throw at you and turn them into fuel, every setback becomes a springboard for something bigger. They cannot understand how you keep your cool when everything around you is collapsing. While others are looking for a way out or someone to blame, you remain steadfast, unaffected by the chaos. It is as if the more they try to shake you, the more resilient you become. They don't understand how one person can have so much control when everything is trying to take it away from you. Your greatest strength is your capacity to thrive in a chaotic environment. You have taught yourself to accept the unknown, to find meaning in the midst of uncertainty, and to see every obstacle as a chance. To them, what looks like chaos is just the environment in which you thrive. They are so busy with the chaos you have conquered that they cannot touch it. They are confused because they have been indoctrinated that the only way to succeed is to be stable. But you have shown that greatness is about embracing the storm and using it to further your development, rather than trying to run away from it. And they can't replicate that. Your ability to turn any challenge into an advantage is what makes you powerful, not just what you conquer. And for this reason, you are untouchable. Your strength ultimately lies in your unflinching individualism, your relentless drive for personal growth, and your unwillingness to conform. You are not here to conform to preconceived ideas or to follow the same path. While others are trapped in their own fears, you are evolving in ways that others cannot understand. Every action you take and every victory you win exposes their flaws and makes them frantically try to catch up. You are untouchable because of your silence, your confidence, your flexibility, and your ability to think better than they do. You don't just exist in the world, you control it, reshaping it according to your own unconditional will. Regardless of how you deal with challenges, how you exercise your quiet dominance, or how you exercise your independence, you are always one step ahead, always changing, always untouchable. While you see it as just another day of doing what you've always had to do, others see it as a constant reminder of their own limitations. There is no question about your success. It is not a fluke. It is not luck. It is the result of your determination, fortitude, and defiance of authority. Moreover, no matter how hard they try, they will never shake your foundation. Because playing their game is not why you are here. You are impenetrable, and you are here to win on your own terms and in your own way. If what you have read has motivated you, and you want to learn more about the incredible potential within you, don't forget to click the subscribe button. There is more to this journey than just observing. To get involved, donate over $50 by clicking the Super Thank button below. We want you to be part of the change that is happening. Like, comment, and share to give this message to someone who needs to hear it today. Let's share the message that when God is involved, anything is possible. Be part of the community as together we rewrite the possibilities for our lives. Stay awake, be fortunate, and never forget that you are a living example of God's grace.